My name is Ed Wilson. At least that's what they call me around here, Ed. I was born December 22nd, 1931. So I've been around the block a few times. Marble City is the place where I grew up. My dad's name was Ned Wilson. My mother's name was Esther Wilson. Or rather, Esther McCoy was her maiden name was McCoy. We run around out here in the woods, and we go down here by the railroad track. There's a swimming hole there. And we go down there in the summertime and splash around. Somebody's always scaring us with water moccasins. You know, better be careful swimming, wading around the water. There's water moccasins there. Well, there's much rocks, many rocks that we threw around there. I don't think they'd have the nerve to come out and bite us. Right on the bank, there's a cow trail. And there's two rocks on each side. And I went between those two rocks, and once that water moccasin hit me right here on my ankle. But it didn't bite me. He didn't put his fangs on me. About 2 or 3 weeks later, I went back through the same place. And the next one got me right on this ankle. Same thing, it didn't bite me. That's one of the close calls I had in my life. I was born speaking Cherokee. Well, I was 7 years old before I learned to speak English. Back then, there were a lot of bootleggers around the area. And they get to drinking. They'd buy a pint, a half pint. Then when they got through drinking, well, they just throw the bottle down. And we got talked to an old man down there on the railroad track. I said, "Say, mister, can we help you?" "Yeah." You know about these bottles? "Yeah." "Tell you what, this big bottle, I'll give you 25 cents. And this smaller bottle, I'll give you 15 cents. If you can find me some." And there's a bridge down around the bend on the railroad track. You put the bottles under that bridge, and I'll come along and get them and put the money in there. Well, we start finding bottles under there. And sometimes we had enough money for pop, ice cream. With me, that was strawberry pop. And there's a bunch of us boys got together one Halloween night. We were looking at the barn, and there's a buggy, an old buggy sitting there. An old one-horse buggy. And the boy said, "I wonder if we can get that buggy up there." The more we thought about it, the more fun it sounded. So we got there before noon. And we started taking that buggy apart. And we had the biggest boys put a body and frame up on the roof. Then we got up top, and on the top there, we put it back together. And I thought maybe they would notice that. But the old farmer there, he didn't notice that till the next day. Well, I guess somebody borrowed my buggy and didn't bring it back. And Dad and another guy was working for him. "Well, I don't think they were playing tricks on you." "What do you mean they're playing tricks on me?" "How in the world did he get that buggy up there?" One time we moved down here near Page, just a little way from where Grandma was. There's an old log house. An old couple lived there, and they had the chickens. 2 or 3 of us boys just walked down the road there, and we looked in there. There was a speckled rooster. Chickens were real gentle. They had a big mailbox, about that wide, old-time big mailbox in case people want to order something big. So I got to playing with that rooster, and I picked it up and stroke it and piece his tail, and it talked to me. And I know that by a couple of hours after that, the mailman was going to come by. So I stuck that guy in that mailbox and closed it. I guess they told him to go check the mail. Here he come down the hill. Got directly in front of the mailbox. Opened it, a rooster come flying out of there. It landed right here, right there at his feet. He looked at that rooster and looked in the mailbox. He probably wondered how that son of a gun got in there. He looked at that rooster and he got mail out and knocked the chicken poop off a magazine or something. He told my dad a few days later, you know that crazy rooster got himself in a mailbox and shut the door on. We were messing around the barn. This old farmer Dad and Uncle worked for, he had a bunch of hogs. And there were some pigs, I guess about that big. Had them all pinned up in the corner of the barn. And they were gentle. And they looked like they were wading around in the mud. We were up in the hayloft. I said, I'll tell you what we do. We get ready to leave here, we put these pigs in the hayloft, and they'll be dry. Okay. Well, how did we get the pigs up there? Well, up there in some of those old barns a long time ago, you used to have an extension up on the second floor. And there they have a pulley and a rope. So we put that rope down in there, they tie that rope around the pig's waist. We hoist them up, turn them loose in the hayloft. Then we close the gate and close the door. Forgot to go turn the pigs loose. Pigs didn't get out of the attic till the next day. He opened the big doors, and when he walked in, there was straw falling off the roof. What's going on up there? So he went up the ladder and opened the door, trap door, and looked in. There's a pig looking him right in the eye. We put a lot of Halloween tricks on people, but when they were tore up anything. Tell you what, the way it was back in those days, they put anything they had on the table, and if you didn't eat it, you went hungry. Really, life wasn't so bad, I didn't think.